Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Vendor Spotlights with the Holistic Market and Psychic Fair. And today, one of my regular guests is back. His name is John Schlaapbach with Visions Healing. And he will also be at the next Holistic Market and Psychic Fair. And that one is taking place on Sunday, March the 29th. It's from 11 till 4 at the Laurel Packing House, which is downtown Kelowna. Now, today with John, what we've decided to do is we are going to work with people's immune systems. Now, who in this world today can use help with boosting immune systems? I know I can. I do travel a lot, and of course, with everything going on in the world right now, everyone's focus is on immune system boosting and for keeping ourselves healthy and not getting sick. So John is going to be able to do that with some of our guest viewers today. So if you're interested in that, certainly type in the comments below if you're interested in having John help boost your immune system. Introduce yourself, and if you're interested in having a live demonstration done with John, then he is able to do that today. And if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and type replay. Let us know that you were here watching. And be sure to try and come out on March 29th to the Holistic Market and Psychic Fair, where you can see John in person. Okay, so I'm going to bring John on board right now.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I just got to move this. Give me a second. I got to move my phone. It's making noise.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll come back to you then. Okay, so John's just taking a moment to come back to us. He's dealing with some technical difficulties, but John is going to work with the emotion code, and we're going to do an immune boosting episode right now. So if you're interested in having John do some work on you, some distance work, certainly type in the comments. Let us know that you're here and watching, and welcome. Vendor profiles, they can also be seen online at holisticmarket.ca if you're curious about who's going to be at the next Holistic Market and Psychic Fair. So that's in Kelowna, downtown, March 29th, Sunday from 11 till 4. It is free admission. So I think we've got John coming back here soon. So let's introduce John. Here's John. Hello, John. Welcome.
Hi, Carly.
Of all the timing, it's like,
yeah.
Oh, my phone's going off.
Yeah, my phone's going off, yeah. So I got rid of it, so we're good.
That reminds
now.
me, I should probably put mine off too. Yeah. So we were talking about, just before we came on here, about, there's quite a heightened sense of awareness on, boosting immune systems to be healthy and safe from certain viruses that are out there, and that the emotion code can actually be helpful to boost your immune system. And what was it you were telling me was about, and what you can find out what is needed to help? Like you said something about vitamin C?
Well, basically, we are, again, we're working with the subconscious mind, which knows everything about you when we're doing our work and our proxy testing. And what we can do, which I do for people with outside of the emotion code, which is the base program, I'm also a master body code practitioner. And the body code is actually the master program, which includes the emotion code. So it also includes 6 different categories. And one of the categories are pathogens. So we can test people for different pathogens energetically. We can also test immune systems to see how well they're functioning. And find out if it's maybe functioning under where it should be, what's causing it to function that way, or what needs to be done. And a lot of times it's emotions that are affecting our immune system, like most other things, right? So we can do that. I've done that. I sometimes do a complete overall wellness evaluation for someone. I check their immune system. I check all their nervous system. I check their organs and glands. So again, there are certain parts of the immune system that have to be functioning well in order for you to be healthy and to be able to stave off these infections. If nothing else, if you do end up with something, is helping the body take away the blocks that allows the body to heal better from this.
Excellent. Yeah. So if you're watching and you'd like John to do a demonstration on how he does this and helps to boost immune systems, then certainly type in the comments. Let us know that you'd like to have that happen. And if you're watching the replay, certainly let us know that you're here and type in there, replay. Well, why don't we do an example then on what that would look like? And let's use myself on this.
Okay,
I love being the host because I get demos on me all the time.
That's right. I think we worked on your back or something last time.
Yeah, it was my hip and my SI joint on the left side, which is still doing really well. I'm actually finding my right side now is a little tighter. But maybe that'll be for next time you're back.
Yeah. Well, sometimes what'll happen, it'll switch. I know as a massage therapist for many years, you would find pain on one side of the body, but you discover that it was actually coming from the other side. So sometimes when we release one side and you notice an improvement, sometimes it'll switch to the other side a little bit, and then we have to just sort of release whatever we can around there. And I think for you, it's just a couple of emotions, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So again, I'm just going to quickly go through the process here. I'm going to show you exactly what we're doing here, and then we're going to do this. Will only take a couple of minutes, and then we're going to show you by demonstrating here on Carly. So again, we start with a 7-step process. We use what's called, again, the emotion code chart, and you can see that chart in behind me here. All the different emotions. There's 6 columns, 2 rows, and there's 60 emotions on that chart, and those are the most common emotions that we will end up trapping or unprocessing in our body, which can affect, again, our physical health, mental, emotional, spiritual health. And the next thing I use is what we call applied kinesiology, or what we call muscle testing. Muscle testing has been around since the 70s. It's been used for many things, for talking to the subconscious mind through the body. And I started doing it in the early 70s, testing for nutritional deficiencies, because I learned from someone. And there was actually a recent study that came out in Oxford University that said applied kinesiology or muscle response testing is as accurate, if not more accurate, than our standard medical tests. So again, when you're talking to the mind, right?
That makes a lot of sense too, because it's really tapping into what your body's needing right then and there, like right at that moment. And so if you're watching and you've just joined us, today John is going to be working with the body code and helping to boost people's immune systems. And so if you would like to have a demonstration done on you today, certainly type in the comments and we will be able to do that. John will be able to do that via distance. He was showing us the cards being by proxy. Yeah. So he is going to do muscle testing and using himself as a proxy.
That's right.
To tap into your energy source and to do that boosting for the immune system. So we're going to do a demo on myself. Right. And if you're interested in having that, type in there, let us know what is going on with you, and you can have that done as well.
Sounds great. And so just a couple other key points in the 7-step process. We need permission, right? In order to work on anyone, we need permission, in which you've given us. And even if it's a child, we need the permission from the guardian. And I've worked on lots of kids and babies. So, and the other thing is basically we release that emotion or try to balance the energy using a magnet, because a magnet is a pure form of energy. Yeah. And it can't be tainted, and all our thoughts are magnetic. Our body runs on magnetic. So we use a magnet to balance those things, and we run it on the central governing meridian. And I have to make sure that I'm well hydrated to do the work. So I'm just going to have a little sip.
And the central governing meridian is a single line that runs down.
Yeah, it runs
here.
right.
It kind of wraps our whole torso, actually. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
And it runs all the way down your back and around, and everything in your body is connected to that central governing meridian. Everything. Mm-hmm. Organs, glands, muscles, nerves, everything. So when we're actually running the magnet down there, what we're actually doing is we're impacting that central governing meridian and it's all about balance, right? Trying to bring things back into balance, right?
Homeostasis.
Exactly, balance.
Yeah.
Our body is continually doing that. So today, with all the talk with the viruses and stuff, I know a lot of people are concerned. I just found out this morning that a friend of my mom's, her daughter, who works for the RCMP in Ontario, was just tested for that as well. So it's something to be aware of our immune system, and our immune system responds to many things, not only just our diet, but also our thoughts and our emotions. So what I'm going to do is, with Carly's permission, I'm going to set myself up to test for her as a proxy, and we're going to check to see just how well is your immune system functioning, first of all. That's important. We need to know how well is it functioning.
And if you'd like to have this done for yourself as well, just type in the comments, and we will do some demos on people as the comments come in.
Okay, Carly, so I have your permission then. So with the muscle test, I use the ring and ring. And this usually, a yes is usually when the fingers lock, and a no is when they release. So again, I'm going to make sure I'm testable first. So show me a yes, show me a no. My name is John. Yes. My name is Bob. No. Am I ready to be tested? Yes. So I need to know that I'm testable first as a practitioner before I can work on you. So can I act as a proxy then for Carly Penfold? Yes, I can. Do I have a good connection with Carly? Yes, I do. My name is Carly. Yes. My name is John. No. So am I Carly? Yes. Am I John? No. So now I've moved my subconscious out of the way. We're connecting to her. So it doesn't matter if you're across the street or you're 5,000 miles away. When we're working with you, we're connected to your subconscious. So I'm going to ask Carly, now that I'm connected to your subconscious, I always take a moment and ask for a little help from upstairs before I do some work. So I'll just take a quick second and do that. You can do the same if you like. Because remember, as healers, we are channeling, we're facilitating healing for others. So my name is Carly. Yes. My name is John. No. So can we test your immune system, Carly? Yes. So this is getting into the body code, which is a master program. So what percentage is your immune system functioning at right now, Carly? Is it functioning over 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80? 79% right now. The immune system is functioning at 79%. Now, of course, we all like our immune system to be functioning at 100, but anytime we're over 70, it's certainly better than some people I've seen running at 50, 60, 40%, right?
Right.
So now we know that it's functioning at 79%. I'm going to ask, is there an underlying reason why it's only functioning for you, Carly, at 79%? Yes. Is it emotional? Yes. As most things are. We're going to find whether it's chronic pain or seasonal allergies or whatever. Most of the time it's emotional. So now we know that it's emotional. I'm going to ask, how many emotions are we talking about here for you? There's 4 emotions that are showing up for your immune system right now. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to go again. I'm going to use the emotion code chart here. You can see them here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask which one it is, which column, which row. We've got 4. So I'm going to ask, are any of them in column A? Yes. Are they all in column A? No. So how many are in column A? There's 2 of them in column A. So are we going to find it in row 1? No, row 2. So this is the spleen stomach row as well. And you know how the spleen is very important in our immune system functioning as well. So again, which emotion is it? Is it anxiety? There's some anxiety there that's impacting your immune system right now. Very common emotion, especially nowadays with all the hype that's going on. And again, when you have these emotions unprocessed or trapped, it causes distortions in your energy field, and it can affect the functioning of many things in your body. So one of them is anxiety. So what's the next one? Is there another one in column A? Yes. Which row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the kidney bladder row. And kidney, interesting about the kidneys, most people don't know this. They think that the kidneys are just designed to eliminate our, urine, create urine and eliminate it. But also kidneys help to control our blood pressure. They're very important in blood pressure, but also kidneys. The kidneys are your energy reservoir.
Mm-hmm.
They hold your chi is held in your kidney, right? So you want your kidneys to be happy and healthy for that vital energy. So that next one then again is there's some fear there that's affecting your immune system as well. And remember we said 4 of them. So again, I'm just testing on the chart to see, is it column A, column B. Can you see that?
Yeah, I'll make you bigger.
Column
There.
A. Is it this one, this one? You'll notice they're all tied into different organs and glands, which are tied into different parts of your body. So there's 2 there, and there are any others in column A? No. Column B, which row? Row number 1, row number 2 again. That's the spleen stomach row. So is it, I'm going to ask, is it failure? No. Is it helpless? Is it hopeless? This is what we call lack of control. There's some lack of control there as well that's affecting the immune system. So lack of control could be, if you think about what's going on, and a lot of people they don't feel like they're in control of the situation, right? It's a bit out of control, what's going on, and they want to know, well, what can I do besides washing your hands? Okay, and there's another one. Is it in column A? No. Column B, which row? Row number 1, number 2 again. Spleen, stomach, is it failure? Helplessness. There's some hopelessness there as well. That's all impacting your immune system. And when your immune system is impacted, it can't function to its maximum, right? And we need it to function. It's our first line of defense here. So I'm going to ask, in regards to these emotions, do we need to know anything else in order to release them? Yes. Can we release them all at once? No. Usually we have to release them one at a time, these emotions. We identify them. It comes up from your subconscious into your conscious awareness, and then we delete it. So the first one, anxiety, I'm going to ask, is this your own anxiety? Actually, no, it's not your own anxiety here. So is this anxiety, is it absorbed? No. This is what we call shared anxiety. This is interesting. This is an emotion that's being shared around. Does that make sense? This anxiety that's going on right now around what's going on with everything, these viruses, it's being shared, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The way a shared emotion works, it's like you get a cold and you share it with someone who shares it with someone and someone and someone. It goes around and around, and eventually it may come back. So this emotion is being shared. So this anxiety, are you sharing it with another person? Yes. Are you sharing it with more than one person? Yes. Family members it's being shared with. And it doesn't even have to be shared on a conscious level. Again, this is energy, right? So, you can, if someone is feeling sad, you can usually tell if they're sad. They don't have to say anything. You can pick up on their energy, right? Or see it in their face. So this is being shared with family members. Is it being shared with any other people? Yes. This is an interesting one. You're right off the bat here. This emotion is being shared with what we call the collective. So there's anxiety going on right now. And that's just not locally.
That's an understatement. Given that we're talking about, there's a lot of fear and uncertainty out there, and not a lot of facts that people are basing their actions and decisions on. So I think that's an interesting, what's come out is like this collective anxiety that's out there. Yeah,
exactly. And the nice thing, we can make a bit of a difference too if it's a shared thing as well. So it's being shared also with the collective. I've had this happen before. When Donald Trump was elected, I had many people call me up from the States who were concerned, and we did a lot of releases, and some of that was shared with many other people, the same concern. So this anxiety is being shared also not only with your family members, but it's being shared around. So I'm going to ask, do we need to know more about this particular shared anxiety in order to release it for you? Then Carly, yes, we do. We need to know something. Most of the time, we just need to know the emotion, and then we just delete it, whether it's a chronic pain or allergies or whatever, anxiety,
Right.
we're releasing it. But we need to know more. So it's asking, your subconscious is asking us to dig down a little bit. So do we need to know who shared this first? No, we don't. Do we need to know why it's being shared? No. How it's being shared? No. Just the method of release. So for most emotions, when we release, and we run the magnet 3 times over the governing meridian, it's usually 3 times for most emotions. But we need to know something. In order to release this particular shared anxiety, I'm going to ask how many rolls of the magnet on this particular one. 20 rolls. So that means it's fairly deep-seated, right? Our anxiety can affect your stomach. And where do we feel that anxiousness quite often? Or nervousness or worry? We feel it in our gut as well, and also our spleen. So do we need to know more in order to release this shared anxiety then for you, Carly? No. So we're going to release that for you, and it's 20 rolls here. So releasing shared anxiety. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
And
16,
if you're just joining
17,
us, John
18,
is doing
19,
some releasing
20.
work to support the immune system.
And let's take a big breath on that one, Carly. Did release that shared anxiety? Yes, we did. Was it released? We want to make sure, was it released to 100%? Yes. Pretty well every time we release an emotion, but with whatever we're dealing with, that emotion is gone and gone forever, okay? Which is related to that situation, that incident, that whatever it is we're working on. So that was released to 100%. So did it get released on other people? Yes. Did it also energetically get released on your family? Yes. So your family is carrying this, and it got released energetic, and it got released on many, many other people at the same time. And that's why it's important as healers sometimes when there are things going on for us to come together as healers and put that energy out there to try to help everyone, right? So the next one is fear. So let me ask, is this your own fear? Again, no, it isn't. Is it absorbed? Yeah, this one is an absorbed fear. So absorbed means you picked it up or absorbed it from somewhere, something, or someone else, okay?
Okay.
So this fear, did you pick it up from another person? Yes. Was it a family member? Yes. Was it a female, male? Was it your mother? No. Daughter. You have 2 daughters?
Yeah.
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 Have they been talking about this as well?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And they're probably talking about it. They're in school, right?
Right.
There's probably a lot of conversation. So this is their fear. You picked up on their fear. So was it from both daughters? No. What are your daughters' names?
Peyton and Laura.
This was from Laura.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, she's at the college. Yeah.
Pick this one up from Laura. Do we need to know more in order to release it for you? Then no, we don't. So let's release that one for you. We're going to release that fear that you picked up from Laura, all to do with which is affecting your immune system as well. And just to cover our bases, we want to release any hidden fear that might be there as well, and any shared fear, and any psychic trauma, energies of fear and shock, and also any vibrational resonances of fear. We want to cover our bases. So we did release that one for you. Yes, we did. Was it released to 100%? Yes. And did it energetically get released on your daughter? No. So what we'll do is we will, once we're done with you, if you want, I'll just make a quick connection to your daughter. How old is she?
19.
Okay, well, I need her permission then. Sorry. But I would like to be able to release that for her as well, right?
We can do that afterwards.
Yeah, we can do it after. Okay, so it was released to 100%. Now the next one, it's lack of control. Is this your own trapped emotion of lack of control? Yes, it is. Is it picked up or shared or inherited? No. Do we need to know more in order to release it? Yes, we do. So what do we need to know? Do we need to know how old you were when you trapped it? No. Do we need to know what it's all about? Yeah, it's definitely about the virus stuff. We need to know more? What else do we need to know? Just the method of release? No. Do we need to know? We need to know where this is in your body, where you're holding on to this lack of control. Okay. So again, lack of control can affect your, let's just bring up the chart here. Lack of control here. So I took that off. Can I check your spleen or stomach? So are you holding this lack of control actually in your stomach area? No. Are you holding it in your spleen? No. Where are you holding this in your body? Are you holding it in another organ? You're holding this, actually, this is being held in a gland. So let me bring up my glandular chart here. Again, we can check all the organs, all the glands, everything, hormones, everything. So I'm going to bring this up here on my other chart here. This is the body code here. So we're going to look at your glands. So where are you holding on to this lack of control? Would we find it on the right side of our body code chart on one of these glands? No, on the left. This is in your thymus gland. Interesting. Do you know where your thymus gland is?
Up in here.
Your thymus gland, it sits right on top of your heart.
Oh.
The thymus gland. That's your thyroid. Yeah. Your thymus. Yeah.
Pituitary's up here.
Yeah, pituitary. Yeah, we can check it. But your thymus gland, it's just on top of your heart. And I'm going to ask, is your thymus gland happy? No. So it helps your T cells to mature. Okay, so it helps protect against autoimmune disease and stuff. So it is part of the immune system. And that's where it's being held. It can cause lower immunity, discomfort in shoulders, or autoimmune problems as well when it's out of balance. So this is being held in the thymus gland. So your thymus gland, if you find your heart is just sort of up above your heart here. I don't know if you can hold that there, hold that energy. So I'm going to ask, do we need to know more in order to release this lack of control for you? Then actually, no, we don't. How many rolls to do that? 1, 2, 3. So we're going to release that lack of control here that's impacting your thymus gland, and also any hidden lack of control around that, and shared lack of control, absorbed. We're just covering our bases here, and psychic trauma energies, and also vibrational resonance is a lack of control. Now let's take a breath on that one. And did release that lack of control with you? Yes, you did. So now I'm going to ask here, is your thymus gland happy? Yes, it is.
Yay.
So if we were here in person, I was testing you, we would be touching that and seeing if we're getting a strong muscle response or a weak.
The iron one?
Yeah. So usually once it's released, we're going to see, once we've identified where it is, it's weak when we come in that area, and then when we release it, it's going to be strong. So now the thymus gland is now happy. So the last one was hopelessness. So is this your own trapped emotion then of hopelessness? No, it isn't. Is it picked up? No, this is another shared one.
So if you're just joining us right now, what John is doing is he's releasing some body code and emotion codes from me, because I'm an example on this show right now. And what we're doing is targeting immune system and boosting immune system. So anything that's holding back from the immune system working at 100%. Mine started out at, was it 79?
Yeah, 79% when we tested it. Yeah.
And so now we're going through the emotions and releasing them as they are showing up in the body too, doing this muscle testing. So if you would like to have as an example like this done on yourself as well, type in the comments and let us know, and we'll come to you after he's done with this last release on my fourth one. It was the fourth one?
Yeah, it was the fourth one. And this is hopelessness, and it's shared. So, and again, this hopelessness is going around and around.
Yeah.
It's being shared around, right? Just like a cold or flu, it gets shared. These emotions get shared too. So do we need to know more? Do we need to know who you're sharing this with? Yes. Are you sharing this with another person? Yes. More than one person? Yes. Are you sharing this with your family? Yes. Are you sharing it with someone else? Yes. Outside of the family? Did you share it first? No. You know, this comes from the media. This particular one where it's getting passed around. And I'm not saying I think the media needs to keep us informed as to what's going on, and we rely on it to keep us informed, but it's also sometimes will keep us in a place of fear or keep us in a place of worry or stress because, especially if you watch the news. So this is hopelessness being shared. So I'm going to ask, do we need to know more in order to release it for you? Yes. Why do we need to know? Do we need to know who it's being shared with? No. The method of release, how many rolls to release it? 1, 2, 3. We're usually be rolled down to release these things, but in this particular shared one, it's asking us to roll back, roll up. And usually when we're rolling up towards the universe. Okay, so we're going to roll 3 times on this to release that shared hopelessness for you then, Carly. And also, I'm just going to assume any hidden shared hopelessness as well that might be there, or absorbed shared hopelessness. Also, any psychic traumas of hopelessness, and also any vibrational resonances of hopelessness. And let's have you take a breath on this one. And did release that one for you then? Yes, we did. Was it released 100%? Yes. So now you may actually feel some energy or some heat coming off your thymus gland just above your heart there. You may actually feel a little tingling or something in there. If you try not to actually touch it, but keep your hand an inch or so away and just move it back to feel. Sometimes you feel it's a little heat or cold, or sometimes it feels just a little sort of tingly. I don't know if you're feeling anything right now.
Yeah, it feels
your
lighter
body,
too.
Yeah, it feels like your body is processing.
Self feels lighter. Yeah.
So let me ask, now that we've done that for you, am I still connected with Carly? Yes. Can we check your immune system functioning? Yes. So what percentage is your immune system functioning now, Carly? Over 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. It's up to 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. It's up to 88% now.
That's a good improvement.
Yeah, we can see that. So now I'm going to ask, now that it's up to 88%, is there any other underlying reason why it's not functioning better? Yes. Is it emotional? No. What is it that's causing it? It's on the body code. So again, we're going outside the emotion. We're going to the body code. There's something else that needs to be done with your immune system. Are we okay with this, Carly?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go here, and usually it's pretty quick, but in this case, you're making us work here. So we're going to go back to the body code here. So what is it on the body code that we need to release for you to help with your immune system? Are we going to find it under pathogens, under misalignments, under nutrition and lifestyle? Yes. So what is it under nutrition and lifestyle? We're going to bring up nutrition and lifestyle.
Thinking, what did I just have for breakfast and lunch?
Okay. So under nutrition and lifestyle, are we talking a pH imbalance? No. A malnutrition, foods or nutrients, a dehydration, magnetic field, outside need, a sleep, a color. We're talking foods, herbs, and nutrient imbalance. So under foods, herbs, and nutrients, let's bring that up. Are we talking particular food, a food imbalance? No. Are we talking a herb? No, we're talking a nutrient. So when it's nutrient, it brings up a huge nutrient chart. All the different nutrients. Now, I can't show you that here. It's on my iPad. But what is it is this something that you have too much in your system? No, not enough, what you need right now. So how many things are we talking about for you, Carly? There's 2 things that you need more of right now for your immune system. So, and there's 2 columns, 6 rows. So we're going to ask, is it in vitamin? What's the first one? Is it in column A? Yes. Is it in row 1? Yes. Is it vitamin A? Is it keratin? It's vitamin D.
Oh, you know what? I ran out of it and I haven't bought more, and it's been like a good solid month or longer. Yeah, right. That makes so much sense, especially here in the Okanagan.
Anywhere, really. Wow. Vitamin D is probably one of the most important of all the vitamins. There's so much research on it now, how it affects everything. So you are low on vitamin D here right now. So
putting that on my shopping list.
Yeah. So, and there's a lot of good brands out there. And I always take extra vitamin D a lot, and I've been taking extra vitamin D and vitamin C. So what's the next thing you need for your immune system? Is it in column A? No, it's in column B. So which row? Row number 1, number 2, number 3. Is it, we're looking at some zinc as well. Are you good with your, are you good with your vitamin C right now? Yeah, you're okay with vitamin C levels. So it's vitamin D and zinc is what you're needing right now. And sometimes we can actually go further into this, and we can see what they're used for, what they're for. But so vitamin D and zinc, you want to put that on your shopping list, okay?
Oh yeah.
All right. So here's an interesting thing, because everything is energy, right? You can gather up anything, any type of energy, and actually send it to someone.
Yes.
I'll give you an example. Years ago, Dr. Nelson's daughter was dealing with a bad migraine, and he was doing the distant work and tested her. She was low on magnesium. He tested that. So, of course, she didn't have any on hand. He didn't have any. He's in his car, right, pulled over. So what he did was he realized you can actually gather some up and send it to someone, which I've been doing for years. So, because it's all energy, right? So what we're going to do here now, we're going to gather up some vitamin D. We're just going to gather it up. So it's the intention of gathering it up. And we're gathering it up. Until I feel some tension between my hands. It's like a fullness. It's like a balloon. Now I'm feeling a little fullness there. So we've gathered some up. And now we're going to send some your way, okay? We're going to send it your way. I know this is kind of bizarre, but it works. All energy, right? So I'm going to ask, did you receive that vitamin D? Yes. So right now, do you need extra vitamin D? No. So how long is that going to hold for you? How many days? It's going to hold for about 3 days. The vitamin D that we just sent you.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to have to probably get some anyways. And it's always good to have vitamin D in your medicine cabinet, vitamin C. And the next thing is zinc. So can we gather up some zinc for you? Yes. We're going to gather up some zinc. Again, it's just all energy. And I've done this for people all over the world, and it's amazing the difference it makes. And here we go. I'm feeling that pressure now. So I'm going to ask this zinc. Can we send it your way now? Yes. So let's send that zinc your way now. I'm not trying to miss your eye this time here. Now, zinc is good for a lot of things, isn't it? But it's especially good for what? Sore throats and stuff as well. So did you receive that zinc? Yes, you did. So is it going to hold? Yes. For how many days? 1, 2, 3 days. So after 3 days, are you going to need to supplement with vitamin D? We're getting a yes on that, right? Okay. And are you going to have to supplement with some zinc? No, not so much with the zinc.
Okay.
Maybe that's all you need, right? Just that little boost. So now that we've sent that your way, I'm going to ask, am I still connected here with Carly? Yes. So what percentage is your immune system functioning at right now, Carly? Is it functioning over 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100%? 100% right now.
Sweet.
So we went from 79%, released some emotions tied into that, and then to 88%, and then we saw that you were low on some vitamins and zinc, and we sent some your way, and now it's at 100% functioning right now, and it's going to hold for at least 3 days on that.
Excellent. Oh, wow, that was so interesting. So that was using the emotion code and the body code.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time that we've done that on this show. And and this is all geared around boosting up the immune system. So is there a way of doing that? I know it's very similar to what you were doing there with sending the vitamin D and the zinc and like getting a chi ball or something.
Yeah.
I've been involved with some before where we've done that kind of building up some healing, loving energy and like sending it to the earth or to certain people, doing the distance work like that. Is there something we can do for our listeners even now and on the replay that can help to kind of give a boost on?
Okay, well, let me ask here. I'm going to disconnect.
General?
It might be too general, but I'm just going to disconnect right now for a moment. Okay. My name is John. My name is John. My name is John. My name is Carly. I'm John. I'm Carly. No. So yes, when it comes to stuff like that, it's more of an individual thing because everybody is different, right? Your immune system might need something different than someone else's, or you might have some other emotions. Most of the time, it's just emotional stuff. So I'm going to ask. And we're going to make a reach on this, okay?
Okay.
So my name is John. Yes, my name is Bob. No. So when it comes to immune systems and immune system functioning, Can I send some energy out there that would help more than one person or a majority of one person? Yes. So is there anything blocking or stopping me from sending out that energy? Yes. Something's blocking or stopping me from sending out the energy. So I'm going to ask, is it emotional? Yes. So here we go back to the emotions, right? So much is all emotional. Pretty well everything that we are dealing with has an emotional component. So what one do I need to release for me first? Is it in column A? No, it's in column B. Is it in row 1? Yes. Is it effort? This is heartache. Interesting, heartache. I need to release that for myself. As healers, why do we become healers? What's the driving force behind most of us becoming healers?
I would think it's you just want to help people get better.
Yeah. You definitely want to make a difference and help people. You know that expression, heal or heal thyself, of course. But one of the reasons we want to be healers is because most of the time we're what we call, we're heart people. We come from the heart, right? And we need to have an open heart in order to do our best work or to feel good ourselves. And that's why where heart walls come in. But also we need to have, we're heart people. Usually the people that get into healing professions, they really do care.
Yeah.
And it comes from here. It's not coming from here. That'll mess us up. It's coming from our source of our creativity and our seat of our soul and love. It's all here, right? So I've got a little heartache that I've got to clear for myself before I can do this. Isn't that interesting? Because I'm feeling in my heart some of what's going on for some of these people that are dealing with this. So I'm going to clear that for myself. So do we need to know more in order to clear? No. Let's clear that for myself. We're going to release the heartache on myself. And just to be sure, any hidden heartache or shared heartache or absorbed heartache or vibrational resonance of heartache. And did I release that for me? Yes. Was it released to 100%? Yeah. Feels so good to have your heart cleared. So now that I've done that, is there something I can do to help with this whole process? Can I at least contribute to the process of helping people with their immune system? Yes, I can. So in order to do that, what do I need to do? Do I need to just gather up some energy and do that? No. What do I need? Do I need to do something on the body code chart? No. Do I need to do something on, there's a trauma energy that's tied into this. So let me see which trauma energy is tied into this. Is it, and again, this is, sometimes I bring in it's called the trauma energy chart. So these are not trapped emotions, but these are trauma energies that can impact our well-being as well. So which trauma energy are we talking about here? Is it in column A or B or C? Is it in row 1, row 2, row 3? Guess what it is? Ill health. The trauma energy is ill health. Isn't that interesting? So is this my own trauma energy? No, it isn't. It's a shared trauma energy. Because again, most of the people that succumb to these types of things are already have something going on, don't they? They usually already have a bit of a weak immune system, or they're overtired or stressed. So this is shared ill health. It's a trauma energy. So do I need to know more in order to release it? Yes. What do I need to know? And will this help overall in boosting the whole process? Yes. So for over 1 people, for over 10 people, over 100, over 1,000, over 1 million. You know what? Let's just do it, right? It's all energy. So we're going to release the trauma energy here of shared trauma energy of ill health, and any hidden shared trauma energies of ill health, and any absorbed trauma energies of ill health, and any vibrational resonances of trauma energies of ill health, and any psychic trauma energies of ill health and shock. And let's take a big breath on that one for everyone. And did we release that one? Yes, we did. Was it released to 100%? Yes. So did we just help a few people out there? Yes. More than 1? Yes. More than 10? More than 100? More than 1,000? More than 1 million?
Sweet.
It's all
Did not
energy.
expect to do that today on the show.
You know what? Things come up for people in our sessions sometimes that are, you might think, whoa, that's way out there. But
Yeah.
you know, sometimes I even think that myself. However, when you've been doing the work for years, nothing surprises me. So again, it's all energy. So us as healers have to come together and send love.
So John, we've got Sharon here who has asked you to help boost her immune system. So
okay, Sharon.
She's watching right now on Facebook. And thank you, Sharon, for watching the show. And I will just turn the screen over to John then to talk with you. Oops.
Sharon Randhawa, is that how you say it? Yeah.
Randhawa.
Okay, Sharon, I have your permission then to check your immune system, do I? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I'm testable. My name is John. Yes, my name is Bob. No, show me. Yes, show me. No, am I testable? Yes. I need a bit more water. And if you have any water close by, it's good to have a sip. So let me ask here, can I act as a proxy then for Sharon? Yes, I can. Do I have a good connection with Sharon? Yes, I do. My name is Sharon. Yes, my name is John. No. Okay, so now, Sharon, that we're connected to your subconscious, I'm just going to ask for a little help. It'll just take a second here. Remember, we're just facilitating for you. My name is Sharon. Yes, my name is John. No, can we check your immune system for functioning, Sharon? So what percentage is your immune system functioning? Is it functioning over 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90? It's running at 84% right now, Sharon. That's pretty good. So I'm going to ask, is there an underlying reason for you, Sharon, why it's only running at 84%? And I'm getting a yes on that. So I always want to go to the emotion first because quite often that's what it is. So is it emotional? Yes. How many emotions are we talking about? Just one. There's just one emotion there that's affecting your immune system. So let me see which one is it. Remember, we've got our emotion code chart. So is it in column A? No, it's in column B. Is it in row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6? So row 6, Sharon, is what we call the glandular row. And in row 6 as well, so your thyroid gland, your adrenals, all those glands are very, very important in your immune system. So which one is it? Is it pride? No. Is it shame? It's shock. Shock is showing up for you. That's affecting your immune system here. And is this your own trapped emotion of shock? No, it isn't. It's picked up. So this shock you've picked up from somewhere else. Did you pick it up from another person? Yes. Was it a family member? No. Was it a female? Man, you picked up the shock from a female. Again, the way this works is when you pick up something, you're feeling good, you go visit your friend, she's sad, you leave there an hour later, now you're feeling sad. At that point, you could consciously choose to hang on to the sadness. There it becomes unprocessed or let it go. So this is shock you picked up from another person. So do we need to know how old you were when you did this, Sharon? No. Do we need to know more in order to release it? No. So let's release that shock for you, and we're going to roll the magnet 3 times on to release the shock for you because we're connected again energetically, Sharon. And any hidden shock, we're just going to make some assumptions here, and any psychic trauma energies of shock and shared shock and any vibrational resonances of shock. And I'm going to have you take a breath on that one here, Sharon. And did it release that shock for you then? Yes, we did. Was it released to 100%? Yes. So now let me see, what percentage is your immune system functioning at? Is it functioning over 10%, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100% right now? So Sharon, we're running at 100% right now, which is good. So I don't really know your history, and I don't necessarily need to know it. I just work with whatever comes up. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a boost here on that.
Awesome. Wow, that was speedy. I feel
sometimes it's one emotion. Most of the time it's 1 or 2 emotions that are causing that seasonal allergy or that chronic pain or the anger issues from when you were a kid or whatever. Right. Sometimes it's usually just a few emotions. So yeah, it's nice when it happens that fast, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you for allowing us to
Thanks,
do a
Sharon.
demonstration with you. And I think we would have time for one more if somebody else is interested in having John help boost your immune system. Just need to type in into the comments that you are willing and that we have your permission to do so. So Sharon does comment. She goes, "Thank you. Interesting." And now she's got 100% immune system function right now. Yay. As do I. Awesome.
Yes. That's what you want. You want it functioning really well.
Yeah.
Not over functioning, but you want it functioning well. Yeah.
That's right.
So,
if you're interested in finding out anything about John, he does have a website, which I'm going to just put up that info right now. And it's at visionshealing.com. I'll put that in the links as well, so that there's a clickable link there that people can go to go see John. He has also got a whole profile on the Holistic Market and Psychic Fair website, and that can be seen at holisticmarket.ca, as well as about 50 other vendors that will be there. Next one being on Sunday, March the 29th. From 11 to 4, Laurel Packing House. Now, John, you've been there for quite some time, and I see you're always busy with people. You've got people going in your chair constantly. So, are you? When you set up, I know the market starts at 11, but what I have done for some people who are ready is if you can pre-book, if you're willing to start at 10 o'clock or between 10 and 11, we can pre-book people in to see you in person as well. Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot there. It's like, now you got to be ready by 10. But if people would like to make sure they get in to see you, they can do so starting from 10 o'clock onwards, pre-booking with you to make sure they come in able to get to see you in person. Okay, so thank you, John, for joining me again on this show, and I look forward to having you back as a regular, which you are, because you're at all the markets this year, so you'll definitely be coming back. Thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and doing your demonstrations with the guests. It's greatly appreciated. Without you, it would definitely be just myself here. I'd be like, what am I doing?
That would be okay too.
Which has been before. Yeah, I've done that before too, and done some tarot card readings and that for the groups. And so thank you, John, for being on the show. I think we'll just wrap that up right now then, and I'll see you later. Just stay though in the studio. We'll chat afterwards for a bit.
Bye, everyone, and thank you, Sharon, for volunteering.
Thank you, Sharon, too. Okay, bye, John. And for all of the others still watching, thank you for watching the show. If you're watching the replay, type replay. If you've got any questions for John, let us know. We will be monitoring the comments and feedback as well, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Thank you. And until next time, have a fantastic day and keep your immune systems boosted. Bye.